Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the last day of ISE 2017 here in Amsterdam. We're privileged to have with us Mike Blackman, who we need to thank for this wonderful show. I'm going to ask him a question in a second, just to say that we're on NEC stand, NEC Display Solutions in Hall 5, stand R24. Mike, we're really pleased that you could spend some time with us this afternoon.
Thank you for the invitation.
Now, Mike, we've come to expect so much from you, and you keep topping everything we expect. Is this the best show ever?
This is certainly the best show ever. We have topped all records. We started off on day one actually having more people on day one, so Tuesday, than we had on the busiest day last year. Traditionally, the second day is our busiest day. So we topped that with having almost 30,000 people coming through the door on Tuesday. And we thought that was great. On Wednesday, we had more than 35,000 people through the door. And yesterday, we had just around 31,000 coming in. In fact, a little anecdote, we heard from the RAI that there were more taxi pickups on Wednesday evening than ever in the history of the RAI, with something like 2,600 individual taxi requests on that evening.
Now, this isn't the largest show at the RAI, but it's the second largest show at the RAI, I believe.
Well, watch this space. Next year, I think with the growth we are having, and I've just come out of rebooking, we will have a footprint which is will be the same as the largest show here, and we're putting pavilions on, so in terms of space taken, next year we will be the largest show at the RAI. In terms of attendance for a B2B show, we are already the largest show at the RAI. They have a couple of consumer shows which are smaller in footprint but have more attendance, but certainly I think we can then boast next year to be the largest show here.
Now, I know you talk about the numbers of exhibitors we had, I think 12 to 1,600 exhibitors.
1,200 exhibitors.
But what's been really nice is finding some of the new ones. We've got a couple of people we spoke to in Hall 8 were very grateful for the show. They were outdoor people putting together bus shelters, and they just couldn't believe the quality of the end users and people who came to see them when they were expecting really just systems integrators.
I mean, this show has grown and started off being an event for the channel, for distributors, for systems integrators, and that's how we started back in 2004 in Geneva. Slowly over the years, and this comes not from us but from our exhibitors, we actually have a committee of exhibitors. NEC sits on that as well, where we talk to on a regular basis to find out what is the direction the industry wants to go, not what we think should happen. And we take that and we consolidate it and choose the best sectors that we think will benefit the majority of exhibitors, and we push our marketing in that direction. So we chose several sectors, retail, hospitality, IT, as some of those where we push additional promotion, additional marketing money to try and attract those people to be here. And we've been successful with that.
One of the things that you're very well known for is pushing on the education side of things, educating the Infocom members and all the people who come. You've done some great shows. The Smart Building Conference was incredibly well attended, I understand, on the Monday.
That again was a record. We had about 3 times as many attendees as the previous year, and I think that's one of the events you're going to see growing even more so next year. We had some meetings with the Mayor of Amsterdam, with the city, and they see the benefits of that and want to get involved in that as well. So I think long term you'll see an event there that's really developing and showing more insights. We're excited. So we had some great speakers in there too.
I was talking to Pam Taggart, Infocom Director of Development, who shares an office with you.
Shares an office with us, yeah.
About the Russian event that you did. I think it was either yesterday or the day before, where you did an hour-long event to introduce people to the Russian market.
Correct.
What a great initiative, and that leads into Infocom Russia, I suspect.
Yes, well, integrated systems Russia. And in fact, we always look the synergies between all of our shows and what we can try and do for each other to promote. Last year we did some distributor presentations for the Latin American market, and this year we said, okay, there are a lot of people asking us about Russia and a little bit scared about, is there potential, what can they do, how can they do it. So we decided to actually make a networking event. We got a few speakers to actually give some insights, but more so to bring manufacturers and distributors together. Many times we get manufacturers from Europe or the US or China, and they say, look, we're interested in the Russian market, but can you help us? We'd like this sort of information, or before we go there, can you highlight a couple of distributors that might be good partners? So we thought, why not bring those guys together beforehand so they can meet each other and see the potential of doing business there.
The RAI is building a hotel around the corner here, or
Yes.
around the corner on the site, ready to be up in 2019. Will that give you extra conference space and exhibition space as well?
Yes, it will. I mean, the RAI is a great partner, and they're working with us long term. They would like to keep ISE in Amsterdam as we would. We are trying to satisfy the industry to make sure, firstly, we have enough space to grow at the pace we need to, but more importantly, other facilities. And we look at the accommodation offers, we look at what we can offer in terms of meeting space, and so the hotel will actually give us several aspects. One will be the ballroom space that we can use for additional exhibits, the additional meeting rooms that we can offer to our exhibitors to actually hold events during, before or after ISE, and in addition the hotel rooms directly on site. You know, you can come into the venue without getting wet or cold.
Well, we've had snow, I think, every year I've come to ISE for the last 4 or 5 years, so that will be quite nice. So really, how are you going to top this? Is it possible to top what you've done over the last couple of years, because you've grown? I mean, can you remember back to 2007 when you first came to Amsterdam?
Well, actually, we came to Amsterdam first in 2005. We had a break in 2006 and went to Brussels, then came back in 2007, and Amsterdam has remained our home since then. And yes, I do remember it, and I've seen the phenomenal growth we've experienced since then. How can we top it? I've got a fantastic team behind me, and we're not prepared to sit on our laurels and say, we did the best, let's just sit back and enjoy it. We go back and we take a break for a couple of days, and then we go back. We've got our basic information, we've got the analysis on our attendance, we've got feedback from exhibitors, we've got feedback from all the subcontractors and partners with whom we work. And we will all sit together for 3 days, and my organization's split between, we have people in London, people in Amsterdam, people in, we've got a salesperson in Valencia, one in Hamburg, we've got some people in Malta and Munich. But we come together into one place for 3 days and we dissect ISE. We look at every single aspect and say what was good, what was bad, what can we improve, what can we do better, what's our challenge. And they're not satisfied unless they see a way to improve. And that's our challenge now, to do that. The first part of it is already happening. You will see a bigger show next year. At the front of the building here will be another pavilion. And the demand for space is so high at the moment, we know we'll be filling that space to increase the amount of attendees. The second aspect will be, how do we increase the attendance but maintain quality? And maintain the quality is the priority for us. We'd rather decrease in numbers and maintain quality than just increase with the wrong sort of person.
My last question for you, Mike, is what's the one thing you'd like exhibitors and visitors to the show to walk away with?
My opening statement at this show was, wow. That's what I want. I want everybody to have some aspect of the show that's made them think and get some inspiration and see something they can do better in their business and improve as a result of being here.
So you heard it here first. Mike wants you to go away with the wow factor. On behalf of NEC, myself, and above all the industry, I'd like to thank you for being on our show and for doing everything you've done for the industry.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you.